Over 7,000 road users recorded nationwide during 4 days of Ops Selamat. Police seized drugs worth 3.2 million ringgit in Johor. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. I'm Adrian Seat. Deputy Home Minister Dato Muhammad Aziz Jaman has advised all e-hailing drivers to be careful while transporting passengers to their destination, stating that although the service is a source of their income, he said the safety should be a priority in order to avoid any untoward incidents from taking place. Speaking on the matter at an event in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, Dato Muhammad Aziz praised the quick action taken by the Sabah police with the cooperation of Grab in nabbing the suspected murderers of Grab driver Muhammad Hanafi Jaafar, 27, who was killed in a robbery on May 24th. In a related development, Dato Muhammad Aziz said there should be a mechanism for collecting and recording the status of illegal immigrants in Sabah. This is to facilitate all parties, especially those involved, when dealing with criminal cases which involves illegal immigrants. A total of 63 fatal accidents involving 69 deaths were reported during the 4 days of Ops Selamat 15-2019, which was launched nationwide since the 29th of May. Now, according to statistics from the Bukit Aman Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department, a total of 7,012 road accidents were reported nationwide, with Selangor recording the highest number of deaths at 11 fatalities out of 2,154 accidents. Johor, meanwhile, recorded a total of 1,069 cases of accidents, along with 8 fatal accidents involving 9 deaths. A total of 989 accidents occurred around Kuala Lumpur and involved a fatal accident with 1 death, which reportedly took place within the 4-day period. The Royal Malaysian Police, PDRM, have also issued a total of 96,127 summonses to traffic offenders in 1,238 operations conducted nationwide during the period. Meanwhile, PDRM also received reports concerning 158 house break-in cases nationwide. 34 reports of break-in cases committed at houses and premises were reported in Selangor, followed by Kuala Lumpur at 17, Pulau Pinang at 16 and Perak with 15 cases. The Negeri Sembilan Road Transport Department, or RTD, has recorded 147 cases for various traffic offences during an integrated operation conducted in conjunction with the Hari Raya celebration. State RTD Director Aziz Borhan said a total of 638 vehicles were inspected and action has been taken against 125 vehicles. The operation, which began at 10 p.m. and ended at 1 a.m., involved a total of 92 officers from the Road Safety Department, JKJR, National Anti-Drugs Agency, AADK, Immigration Department of Malaysia, Department of Environment and the police. Aziz said this at the Special Enforcement Integrated Operation held in conjunction with the festive season 2019 at Senawang Tol, Seremban. Apart from that, an individual was found positive for drugs, while 5 foreigners were detained for various offences under the Immigration Act during the operation. The Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency, or MMEA, of Kedah and Perlis launched an operation dubbed Ops Pagar Laut in an effort to ensure the national waters are not encroached throughout this festive season. Now, the main objective of this operation is to curb criminal activities at sea, the smuggling of raw materials and controlled goods, as well as the entry of illegal immigrants or party. Now, according to Kedah and Perlis Maritime Director, First Admiral Maritime Rozali Muhammad, he said Ops Pagar Laut is focused in waters along the country's maritime borders.
Hari sebelum perayaan dan 10 hari selepas perayaan akan melibatkan 50% daripada warga maritim yang sedia bertugas pada hari musim perayaan, dan 3 aset, kita tambah lagi aset, 3 aset untuk sebarang kemungkinan ataupun kecemasan apabila berlaku pada musim tersebut.
Rozali said this after the operation was being carried out in the waters of Langkawi. During the operation, he also distributed kurma and food to the fishermen community. Police detained 3 local men believed to be drug traffickers and seized drugs worth 3.2 million ringgit in 4 separate raids around in Johor Bahru on Friday. Now, Johor Police Chief Dato' Muhammad Khalil Kadir Muhammad said the raids were the result of a collaboration between the Johor and Bukit Aman Narcotics Criminal Investigation Departments after detecting the gang's activities 5 months ago. Dato' Muhammad Khalil said that the 3 men aged between 27 and 31 believed to be the masterminds were arrested between 3 p.m. and 6 a.m. at 3 separate places, namely a house and steel warehouse at Taman Mount Austin, Kulai Toll Plaza and a house in Taman Desa Tebrau. The raids conducted consecutively netted 119,400 Irimin 5 pills, 17,450 ecstasy pills, 8,414 grams of ecstasy powder, 220 grams of ketamine and 415 grams of liquid shabu.
Sebenarnya kumpulan ini kita dapat kesan kumpulan ini lebih kurang 5 bulan yang lepas. Jadi kita telah buat operasi kita dan untuk menggerakkan kita punya elemen supaya hingga kita dapat kejayaan pada hari inilah.
Speaking to reporters today, Dato' Muhammad Khalil said that apart from drugs, police also seized a Mercedes-Benz, a Toyota Vios, a chain, 2 rings, Rolex and Casio watches, and cash amounting to 2,350 ringgit. He said the drugs, which were believed to be for the international and local markets, were obtained from a northern state. Moreover, so far police have not denied the possibility that Johor was being planned as a transit point for the drug syndicate. According to him, 2 of the suspects were tested positive for drugs and all 3 have criminal records. The suspects have been remanded until the 7th of June to facilitate investigations under Section 39, subsection B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. The Kedah government will leave it entirely to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, or MACC, to investigate a state-owned government-linked company, or GLC, which is alleged to be involved in making false claims. Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Mukris Tun Dr. Mahathir, however, said initially he was not informed that the GLC was being investigated by MACC.
Kita pun nak kebenaran. Kita tak mahu kau-kau macam itu berlaku. Ini sebuah kerajaan yang sangat utamakan kebersihan. Jadi kita akan terbuka kepada sebarang siasatan oleh pihak SPRM.
Datuk Seri Mukris said this after launching the Kedah Prasyawal Jualan Harapan Rakyat program held at Taman Wira Mergong, Alor Kedah today. State MACC Director Datuk Shaharum Nizam Abdul earlier said that several senior officers of a GLC company are being investigated for allegedly making false claims involving several million ringgit. However, he declined to disclose the identity of the individuals and the company involved. 11 food stalls were almost destroyed in a fire in Jalan Cina, Miri, Sarawak early this morning. Miri Fire and Rescue Department Chief Superintendent Lau Po Kiong, who confirmed the incident, said 80% of the shops were almost destroyed. Now, Superintendent Lau, in a statement, said a team of firemen and emergency medical rescue services from the Miri Central Fire and Rescue Department rushed to the scene upon receiving a call at 3:09 a.m. He added that the fire was brought under control within 1 hour of the incident. No fatalities were, however, reported. Coming up, a Pharma to set up committee to address rising cost of living. The story up next. Stay with us. Welcome back. The online ticket sales for passengers boarding the buses from the Terminal Bersepadu Selatan, or TBS, has increased by 40% compared to 25% last year. Now, this is following the continuous promotion made by the management of TBS for passengers to purchase their tickets via the TBS mobile application. TBS Senior Manager of Operations Faisal Reza Rizwan said the booth was set up every Thursday and Friday weekly to encourage members of the public to purchase their tickets online.
Kita memperkenalkan konsep paperless, iaitu hanya dengan menggunakan kod QR sahaja dapat memudahkan penumpang untuk terus menaiki bas tanpa perlu lagi beratur untuk dapatkan boarding pass ataupun menukar slip pembelian online kepada boarding pass TBS.
Faisal Reza said TBS targets its purchase of tickets online to reach 60% next year. A total of 97,000 tickets have been sold so far. Of the total, 25,000 is for passengers heading north, 37% for those heading south, 20,000 for those heading to the east coast, while 9,000 tickets are for those using the central route. The Feldas NGO's National Council, or MPNF, has applied for a postponement of debt repayment for Feldas settlers for a period of 3 months to give a spending leeway to those preparing for Aidilfitri celebrations. Chairman Datuk Mazlan Aliman pointed out that such a reasonable move should be made by Felda, given the fact that it involves 40% cut in Feldas settlers' income to repay their debts. Dato' Mazlan said the lack of alternative sources of income for Felda settlers is also a contributing factor to such efforts.
Jadi bila ditolak dengan hutang, mereka cuma dapat dalam 500. So 500 sebenarnya kategori miskin ni. Mereka Felda ni kategori miskin. So kita merayu supaya pihak Felda dapat tangguhkan potongan-potongan ini dalam tempoh beberapa bulan untuk bagi keselesaan kepada penoka, dan dalam masa yang sama bila model baru Felda mula diberikan perhatian dalam pelan pemulihan itu, InsyaAllah penoka ni akan lebih, orang kata, mendapat pendapatan yang lebih baiklah.
Speaking at a press conference after officiating the Kasih Peladang program in Senai, Johor, Dato' Mazlan said the postponement was also influenced by factors such as the volatility of commodity prices. Dato' Mazlan also urged FGV Holdings to give an interim dividend during the Aidilfitri season, as was practiced before. He said although the practice was discontinued since last year, it is still not too late to resume it this year, as the public are several days away before celebrating Aidilfitri. Now, Pharma will set up a committee under the collaboration between 2 other agencies to address the issue of rising cost of living. Chairman Isha Ismail said the setting up of this initiative is to focus on all supplies of agricultural products that are of good quality, fresh and come straight from the farm at economical prices. Isha said the special sale program offers 5 to 20% savings as compared to the normal market prices for selected food items for consumers, in addition to improving the income of traders.
Satu jawatan kuasa kolaborasi di antara 3 agensi telah ditubuhkan, iaitu di antara Pharma, Lembaga Pertubuhan Peladang LPP dan juga Lembaga Kemajuan Ikan LKIM, khusus untuk menangani kos sara hidup rakyat. 3 agensi ini telah bersetuju untuk memberikan fokus kepada barang-barang keperluan asas, di mana LPP dan LKIM akan menumpukan kepada production, iaitu menghasilkan pertanian ini.
Isha said this after launching the Jualan Jimat Belanja pre-Aidilfitri program at Pasar Tani Bukit Angkasa today. Also in attendance was Lembah Pantai Member of Parliament Ahmad Fahmi Muhammad Fadzil. The program also involved 757 farmers markets nationwide, which has begun operating since the 31st of May, and the program will end on the 4th of June. Now, the price of red chilies at all farmers' markets under the Malacca Federal Agricultural Marketing Authority, or FAMA, has been set at 19 ringgit per kilogram in conjunction with the Hari Raya Aidilfitri celebrations. Its director, Cik Samudin Hassan, said the price has increased by 1 ringgit compared to last year, but is cheaper to the ones sold in markets of between 25 and 29 ringgit per kilogram.
Untuk sekarang ini kita dapati harga cili agak tinggi juga di pasaran. Di pasar awam ada yang jual daripada harga 25 hingga 29 ringgit sekilo untuk cili kulai. Tetapi di pasar tani di Merlimau pada hari ini peserta kita menjual dengan harga 19 ringgit saja sekilo. Ya. Jadi kita harap kenaikan harga cili di pasar ini tidak berlanjutan.
Speaking after launching the Pra-Aidilfitri's Farm Market Savings Expenditure Program, Cik Samudin said that besides the price of red chilies, the price of cabbage has also increased following its high demand. And thus, in order to accommodate to its demand, Pharma has brought in additional supply of 4 metric tons of cabbage from China. The ceremony was launched by State Agriculture Exco Entrepreneur Development Cooperative and Agro-Based Industry Minister Nur Hizam Hassan Bakti. And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, over 7,000 road accidents recorded nationwide during 4 days of Ops Selamat. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more news updates. I'm Adrian Seat. Thanks for watching.